Good morning and welcome to another day of Improvement Roulette. Let me just make sure my audio is good. Wanted to make sure that you could hear me. Today we are going to talk about a Gantt chart. So a Gantt chart is a great tool that you can use to plan out your projects. So whether you're in project management, Lean Six Sigma, a small business owner, or just living life and have things come up that you need to manage, the Gantt chart is a great tool to use to take all of those tasks that you can see sequentially over time being executed. Now, today's example that we chose was a convenience store. So we are going to look at a convenience store renovation. I'm Amanda Zimmerman. I am a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt and have been helping businesses all over the world make their processes better, safer, faster, and more efficient for the last decade. So now I'm excited to bring those tools to you to help you make your work easier. Now, as I said today, our topic is that Gantt chart, and you can see over here my example of a Gantt chart. So what we will typically see is an area here where you're going to see the time frame. So we have a space for the project title. So you're going to have your project that you're actually going to be working on. So something that kind of takes everybody together so that you can identify what it is that you're focused on. You're going to have a section here. The main section of a Gantt chart is going to be these time bands where you're looking at the relationship between when the task is executed in a time frame and what the task is. So this is what you're highlighting in this, is that relationship and how those happen or need to happen sequentially over time if they need to. Now, you're going to have on one side here, you're going to have these dates. So for example, the weeks. The other side, you're going to have the tasks. Now, for those tasks, you always want to make sure that there is an owner. I would always push you for that owner to be a position title and not a person. So a single position title owner, that is best when we talk about owning our projects. That's going to get you the biggest bang for your buck. Now, if you are doing this as part of a Lean Six Sigma project, you might not start a project off using a Gantt chart. But when you hit your improve phase, this is going to be something that starts to become really essential. You might have many improvements going on at once, and you need a way to manage those or keep sight of them. The same is true if you're in project management. This is a tool that you're going to be using. There are a lot of software packages out there right now that you can build these Gantt charts, and you can build them incredibly complicated and add all of the different little pieces that you want. The one that I have here for you today is very, very simple. We try to keep things easy and beautiful opportunities so that you can start here, maybe with a Gantt chart like this, and next time you can add another element and add another element so that you take yourself up that competency in those tools, right? So for example, this might be all that you actually need to do. And if it is, awesome. I'm a visual person. So anytime I'm talking about tasks, this is what my brain is doing already, is building something like this. In our example today, we are talking about a convenience store. So there's a convenience store down the street from where I live in Oregon, and I saw recently that it was closed for renovation. So when a store like this goes through a renovation, what they need to do is really know what their timeline is so that they can schedule their grand reopening, so that they can organize with all of their different contractors. So in this example, you can see we're a bit in the future. As of today, it's still April. So in this example, I actually have this line here that allows us to see this moment in time. So this would indicate, this line here, that this is the moment in time. So today might be May 15th, for example, when we were meeting with the team to review our schedule on our Gantt chart. Now you can use different colors to indicate what tasks need to be done and whether or not they're on target. So here you can see for May 3rd, we had two actions that we needed to do. We needed to shut down the store of which the manager owned, and we needed to clear out all the stock and equipment, which the moving company was responsible for. And what we can see is May 3rd, that week, we did really well at getting all those tasks done. But this week of May 10th, maybe the movers didn't get everything moved that they were supposed to. So we put it as yellow. Because maybe things were still there, the next group, Jane's Construction, was not able to start their work. So that delays them, which might end up delaying your entire schedule. So this is a really great tool to use to see how these different tasks have a relationship to each other. Sometimes you need one task to finish before another starts, or you need two tasks to happen at the same time for them to be executed efficiently. This really helps you to visualize that so that you can plan ahead. Now, I included in the post today that quote, "Adventure is just bad planning." So that was Roald Amundsen that said that. He is a very famous polar explorer and made it to the South Pole. He was the first to the South Pole. And that really is true. Adventure is a result of our bad planning. Now, maybe you're going for adventure when you go on your travel trips, but do you really want adventure at work? No, you want your work to be easy, smooth. You don't want to have to go through all of this stress and frustration. So a Gantt chart can help you to avoid those pitfalls. So that is our Gantt chart. Really easy, great tool. For downloading any of these templates, I do have that available to download. The templates that are most popular, that people ask for the most, I do have for free, so you can feel free to go ahead and check that out. We're going to talk tomorrow about a stakeholder analysis and a plumbing company. So this is a pretty good one. A stakeholder analysis is an absolutely wonderful tool to use before you start a project. It is a great way for you to avoid starting projects that you can never finish. Because why would we want to do that? Why would we possibly want to start a project that we are never going to finish? That's not a good practice. So that's what the topic will be tomorrow, is stakeholder analysis. I do need to fill in my little squares. Yesterday, I did not meet my goal. So I have another red box that I have to fill in because unfortunately, I did not do the live stream yesterday. Now we only have a few more of these left. It's the 25th of the month. So we only have, maybe 5 more of these left to do as free tutorials. As always, if there is a topic that you really want to include, just shoot me a note and let me know. I'm always building additional workshops and trainings and templates for you. So feel free to give me a heads up. So far I've had about 3.5 days this month that I did not meet my goal, but anybody can see that really quickly and ask me about it and hold me accountable. And that's what we're looking for, right? Is ways to drive accountability with our teams. So I hope this lesson in the Gantt chart, in understanding how we can take those tasks and plan them out sequentially, I hope that that helps you to get a little bit better each and every day so that you don't have to work so hard.